Virgo, welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is the third reading of the Equinox series of the 3 months of Aries, Taurus and Gemini. This is going to be a reading about your soul path, your karmic path, and how you develop your spirit in accordance to what is going on around you. Okay, if you haven't seen your 2 other readings on your relationships and on the material path, they should be linked in the description below, along with lots of other things. So you can go and explore a lot more about the Astroflower and see what benefits it can bring you, etc. So there is a definite transitional period in Taurus season, and we can see that already within your good selves. Although it might seem at first very timid change, but it's definitely coming in for you. So let's see what these 2 cards here. These 2 cards are the influencing energy over the next 3 months. This card here is the season of Aries. These are the season of Taurus, and this is the season of Gemini. So these 2 influencing cards that it's going through, you have the Ace of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. I was right. 10 of Pentacles. So it's this development of your spirit at the moment in this coming year or coming 3 months is basically being very passionate about your path, about you, about where you are going and what you are doing, but also being very clear in that intuition about where you're going. And if you are very clear, you're going to find that you're actually very resourceful and got a lot of abundance around you. And it's going to grow. It's going to build more and more. You're going to find that actually once you start progressing down this path, that actually it's going to be very fortuitous for your spirit. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to progress a lot within your karmic path. On the first section, the Aries section, is the 3 of Swords. Funny thing is you've got that on your material path as well, the 3 of Swords. And there is only one sign that hasn't had the 3 of Swords. Every other sign has had the 3 of Swords. And I think this is more a case of before that change comes in, it creates a bit of anxiety for people. And this is what I think that 3 of Swords is all about. I think this is more of a case of this is the worry and the anxiety of losing people or losing money or losing that job or not being on the right path where this is concerned. Because you might have felt over the past sort of 2 or 3 months that you were living a life for other people and weren't really on your path. And it may be causing you a bit of anxiety in Aries season, which is going to help you to sort of change things and get things moving on. Because as we come into Taurus, and Taurus season seems to be that moment of change, things really do change up. And they're certainly changing up on the spiritual side of your life. So on the moral side of how you position yourself. And you will have enough abundance and understanding to sit within your power of that understanding and of where you are on your karmic path and how you are progressing and feeling good about yourself. The world around you might might cause you a bit of frustration and anger with the world around you. And you might get, you might feel like your soul or your karmic path is being tried by the outside world, testing your mettle, as it were. And it may make you recoil from the outside world, and it's probably not a good idea that. And I think that leads on from, and I think it's mainly comes from that feeling of anxiety that you seem to have been creating for yourself over the past sort of few months in regards to everybody around you. And it's like you've helped out loads of people, and you've done a lot of karmic progression on your path, and Ten of Pentacles showing up, and you don't seem to be getting the rewards. You don't seem to, there doesn't seem to be a fair exchange. And I think this period of Taurus is all about that fair exchange. And it's going to make you realize that actually you are in a lot better place than the rest of the world. You've come a long way on your karmic path compared with a lot of people that might be around you. So this frustration and, almost sort of childlike tantrum sort of scenario that you can have with yourself is because you might be a little bit too harsh upon yourself at the moment. So and it will eventually fade away to absolutely nothing, and you'll realize that actually you're sitting in a really good place because you've got a lot of karmic credit in a way. Yeah. Okay, so let's just see how this all sort of like plays through each other. So what was I saying earlier on? Ace of Swords, talking about that clear thinking going forward. That will, so basically it's going to cut through. This is what it's asking you to learn on your karmic path, is cutting through those anxieties and those fearful scenarios that we create within ourselves, and cutting through that and realizing you've actually got the complete resources, that everything that you need in your life. So you've got the Eight of Wands as well coming through, and these are these messages coming from the idea that you have complete abundance with that Ten of Pentacles and everything around you. And you're going to realize that in your Taurus season, I think. I think that's going to be that realization of fair exchange between you and the rest of the world. It's going to ask you, in order to do this, you're going to have to see things a little bit different as you go through that transition. And you marry that body, mind, and spirit of that, the soul, all together, all in one. And it's seeing how you can do that in different ways. And as you do that, you're going to be able to progress along a lot quicker in the future and move away from situations which have been causing you heartache, which will allow you to express yourself a lot more and fall in love with who you are and feel secure within yourself, because the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor card is all about self-security, self-assurance, self-worth. Yeah. Then you got the Three of Cups. Is that Three of Swords? Is that a thing running through you at the moment? As you move forward, you've got to let go of that in order for allow to your Queen of Cups to shine over this coming period. And I think it's Three of Swords is definitely the end of something. It's almost the realization of things that in society that has been causing you pain that you're not in agreement with, and walking away from all of those sort of things in this period of Taurus. That actually the world of possessions and stuff like that may be causing you pain rather than actual joy. So it may be a case of having to realize that and going through that painful experience of understanding of how you physically put yourself out there, and how you're physically applying your body and your being in the world around you, so it becomes beneficial to you rather than actually causing you anxiety. There you go, Virgo. I hope this did resonate with you. If it did, please subscribe and click that bell. Sharing and liking helps as well. And obviously there's loads of links in the description below to the other two videos on this 3-month reading, but also on Instagram, also on your flower. There's loads of things out there. Go down there and knock yourself out. On our books as well. In the meantime, Virgo, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.